Howdy guys, hope
Hello.
you're doing well. Welcome everybody to the chat. We've got Bazaar. Who else have we got? We've got Vandis, we've got Stephen Dunn. Welcome all to the thank you stream.
Yep.
I'm finally almost recovered. I did have a few hours yesterday at dinner time, and then we tried to watch some films and then went to bed.
It was very quiet afternoon. I think all you did game wise was build the last of my dryads.
Yeah, I built Lucy like 16 dryads.
I did not ask him at all.
Stu from Battleforge Brothers has joined us as well. So I would like to go over some figures first of all, and then I've got a lot of thank yous and stuff that I want to give out. And I also want to share some pictures as to what people have got up to during
Did you get that, girls?
the stream. No, I didn't. Thank you very much for reminding me. Let me just swap the camera. There we go. I'm just going to go and grab a quick picture, guys. Unfortunately, I did forget to get one. But yeah, it was an absolute wow.
Yeah.
It was... There was one section after Tony went home really early. And I was by myself for about an hour and a half, and it was hard going. But a couple of people stayed in the chat. They kept me going, so that was fantastic stuff. People have still been donating even this morning.
£50 from Will this morning.
From Will Betts this morning. Absolutely outstanding stuff. How do I get the visitors posts on my page?
There.
Where?
Down.
Ah, there it is. Click the picture. Sorry guys, I'm totally unprepared for this.
You did say when we finished something or other, remind us to get the picture, and I forgot to remind him.
Yeah, so give me 2 seconds. That's why I've just switched it from desktop view, sort by name. So we've had a very quiet day today. We went to the cinema. We watched Alpha. Lucy wasn't too fussed on it, but you know what? It was alright. It was alright.
It was just he was a wimp all the way through until he was alone with the wolf, and then he was trying to act the hard man, and like, dude.
Vanda says hitting me in the head apparently worked. Fella, I'd watch you just sitting there all day. Sexy man, how creepy did that sound?
He is though, isn't he?
So let's have a quick look through what everyone got up to. So this is what I got up to. I painted 10 Tau drones. I painted 3 Ogre lead belchers. I painted the War Hydra and the 2 crew. I painted a Primaris chaplain. I painted the Death Company chaplain, the Imperial Space Marine. I got through mephiston. I got through Kharn the Betrayer, 2 Slaughter Priests, a Blood Letter Herald, Valkyrie the Bloody, the Tau Greater Gnarloc, and the Terrax. And then I started on Fuegan. Oh, it's not even pictured there. I did Vect as well. How could I? He's here with everything else that I painted. I just forgot to. I say I did Vect. I didn't get the Incubi Bodyguard or the Slave Girls done, unfortunately. But yes, Vect is done. Vect is also done. So quite pleased with the amount I got done. The reds and the golds and stuff on them characters killed me the first 12 hours.
You kept saying I haven't done anything. But
yeah.
It was all the base coating.
As soon as I put the wash on and dry brushed, I was like, awesome. So what else have we got? Anthony Russell stayed with us for quite a long time. Anthony's been painting his Nighthaunt. Look, he's been using Gnarloc oxide.
Well, see now, how is that totally different to mine?
It's not. It's the same. Are you on about the bright green one? Right, because the bright green one's the new technical paint.
Oh.
If you look at the rest of the Ghost,
right,
that's all Gnarloc oxide. Lucy's just discovered that technique and been doing it on all like the soul canisters and stuff on your Stormcast, haven't you? So fantastic work, Anthony. Thank you very much for joining us throughout the stream. Bryn joined us in the morning before we went to go and get a couple hours kip, and he worked on Mulcher's teeth. Look at that.
It's a disgusting model, but it's an awesome paint job, Bryn. Really great.
Craig picked up some second-hand Tyranids, and he got this guy, and the Karandras is actually being sprayed with the Green Stuff World flip paint, but Craig's decided to go black, so he's touched up all of the black on the skin, ready to repaint this up properly in his own scheme. And he built and primed loads and loads of Tyranids as well. So really cool work, Craig. I know Craig joined us. You can see his picture in the background. There's my desk. Craig joined us, I think, for about 15 hours. I think Craig was with us. Daniel Friedrichsen had me on in the background for quite some time, and he got most of his Sakharin done. Blood Angel tank.
Oh, very nice. Wow.
Dazza joined us via Skype and was, of course, doing more. Nighthorns, I keep forgetting the name of the army. I love the finish that he's done on the bases. Lady Orlando.
It doesn't usually come on that, does it?
No, he's done that with the base to help
That's
keep her in place
brilliant.
a little bit more. Really, really nice. He played around with one of the Green Stuff World rollers, so he's done cobblestones on some of his bases now.
Wow.
And there's another character there he's done. Ian painted this guy before he came round at 9 o'clock to play against Tony. Mark Burton was with us, one of my Patreons, for 17 hours.
Yeah. Awesome.
And this is what Mark did in 17 hours.
Wow.
Yep.
What's them for?
Scenery?
I thought they were bases.
No, the scenery.
Oh wow.
So, you'll recognise, Lucy, a lot of the blue and purple plants there is the plant kit I've actually got. But then you might recognise them, so the pods, as these.
Yes. You know what? I think some of them pink flowers will go lovely on me Sylvaneth bases for my general.
Yep, there's a close-up of one. Mark, I would love to know how you actually done the base itself and how you fastened everything onto it, because they're awesome, dude. Robert Dunn decided to have a go at using pigments for the first time. And there's the effect of his pigments, so he's used a rust-coloured pigment on there.
What's pigment?
The dust.
Oh wow. Right, yeah. Is that how he's got all the scratches and that?
Well, he would have painted the scratches on silver, but then obviously he's weathered it all with the dust and everything to fill the gaps. Really, really nice work, Robert. Sarah painted up some Castellan robots, and of course they're magnetised. I need to do mine, because mine have all got Dakar fists, and sometimes you want a little bit of punchy goodness.
You do. Who doesn't like punchy goodness?
Stephen, after he went home, built a Storm Raven and a Rhino. And I noticed the Forge World doors on there on the Rhino, Stephen. And that was it. That's basically what some of the people have getting done during the stream. That was just...
Didn't really give people much time to post.
No, I posted it before I went to the cinema, just, you know, as a last minute, because I'm not doing League of Artisans. So let's have a quick look through. Burning with Fire, Burn the Snail. Rick, evening all. Stu got 4 Harlequin diamonds done.
Yeah. Wait, you were chatting a lot, so that took...
You were, and you made the first 4 hours pass very quickly, Stu, so thank you. So, of course, the thank yous. I want to thank Stu for coming round at 9:30, a little bit earlier than normal. I want to thank him for picking up my Tooth and Claw box. Thank you very much for that. I haven't built it, but Bryn did open it on stream at like 8:30. You kept me going for those first couple hours, Stu, and you really made, you know, that time pass quite quickly. Rick says he primed his termite. Oh yeah, my termite was in the back of my back there. Yeah, in my picture, my termite was in the back. Who came round next? Stephen came round at 1, and he played against Tony on camera. Roger then Skyped us at 3 whilst you were sat here for a bit.
Yep.
And obviously he kept us going a little bit and offered a prize of a box of Mark IV Space Marines, which is what we're going to be choosing a winner for at the end of the video. Nom Nom Necron joined us quite late at the end, so thank you very much for joining us, and of course your donation, which we are going to be getting to. After Roger, who was that? Dylan came at about 4:30. Dylan actually stayed till about, I think, 1 when Phil turned up. So massive thank you for Dylan for staying that long with me, really especially sitting here with me whilst the guys were playing as well. We then had Dazza and Philip from the Belligerent Duck joined us. via Skype. So thank you very much to Dazza for sitting and painting with me. It's always nice just to have company there, even if you're not, you know, what's the word, massively active. It's just nice to always have someone there. So of course, and Philip from the Belligerent Duck again, who we met up with at Warhammer World. Thank you very much both for keeping me company then. Ian then turned up at 9 o'clock and drastically lowered the tone. And he played against Tony. It was Death Guard versus Raven Guard, and they had a laugh, of course, whilst Dylan was still here. Then 1 o'clock, Phil finished at work. Phil's a DJ, and he came round afterwards, president of Durham Raiders. So he joined us at about 1:20, and he stayed till about 4:30. And do you know what? The fact that there was the four of us, it really helped us get through. Ian and Tony played a game of Blood Bowl as well. Come 5 o'clock, Ian decided it was time to go home because his wife would be getting up at 6. Drove all the way home and then logged back onto the live stream just to tell us that he left his keys here.
And he was on his way back.
Yep. And then comes 6 o'clock, Tony, after being here, Tony came on the Friday night, and after he joined me from 8:30 AM right the way through till 6 AM, he was like, Harry, I've still got 3 hours to get home. I can't do any more. And he was an absolute legend. The day was, it was as much him as it was me, because had he not been here, had he not been playing against other people and providing that little bit of entertainment or a bit of if I'd sat and painted for 24 hours, it would have been hard. To have them to listen to the game and everything that was going on was fantastic.
And Tony is just a lovely bloke. So one of the biggest thank yous is to him. Tony.
He's probably not listening.
No,
but yeah. And then I was pretty much by myself from 6, and you were sound asleep.
Finally. I went to bed at
9 PM.
I don't know how I was that drugged up with my painkillers because I was in agony. 9 PM. I lay awake until about 5.
Yeah.
I even heard Ian warn and him forgetting his keys.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to thank the guys that appeared via... and
then Bryn turned up at 7. Did you say that?
I was getting there.
Oh,
I want to thank the guys that actually stayed in stream. Francisco Vandis tuned in around about 6 AM as he was getting ready and stuff, just to see how I was getting on. Patrick from Grimdark Live, who was actually our top donator with $100, which was absolutely fantastic. If you're into Age of Sigmar, go and check out his podcast. But yeah, Patrick kept me going for a little bit, about 10-15 minutes. Necron showed up for a little bit, and there was another gentleman as well. I can't remember his name. Sebastian Malin joined us, I think it was, which was absolutely fantastic. And then I messaged Bryn at 7 o'clock as he was finishing night shift, and I said, please to God, tell me you're on your way. He's like, I'm on my way, buddy, don't worry. So Bryn turned up, and you know what? The last hour and a half flew over. You got up about 8:15, and we opened up Tooth and Claw and finished it together. And you know what? I was still sat painting at 9 AM.
He was. In fact, I think you went on at about 9:05 by the time you said bye.
Yeah. But I want to say a massive thank you to you.
Oh, what did I do?
You fed us during the day. You ordered our takeaway. You supplied us with drinks.
Did the washing.
You did all of me houseworky stuff. You did for me.
I did.
Whilst I was doing all of this.
And your mats. I need to finish
the mats. Yeah, she shouldn't have lifted all of the mats, but she did. Which was absolutely stunning.
You didn't actually put on what I got painted?
I can't remember what you got painted.
Never mind.
Sorry. So let's go back and have a quick look at the chat. Dylan's joined us. Nom Necron has joined us. Stu says you're welcome, mate. Thanks for having me on. Time probably flew by because I didn't shut up. Yep. Dylan says not a problem. Thank you very much. Mark says 3mm plastic card texture is Vallejo sand and sand pastes. Drilled holes in the bases, carved down. The plant seems to fit and super glued them in. Sawed off the pod stems, hot glued on before adding paste. Nice one. Wadey says, super proud, thank you very much, man. Mark says he super glued a few skulls and slate on the pieces. Dylan says, so chuffed for how much you raised. Rick says, up for it again next year. Yeah.
Could do.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Top man Tony, except Tony's assassin, which was... I'm not going to read that word out, Vandis. Larry the Blind Assassin, out of, I think, 17, 18 shots that guy has taken up here, he's actually only hit with 5.
Yeah.
So
I did see, right, on your last turn, when you come to shoot him, I'll shoot him. I've forgotten, kind of went downstairs.
Dylan says Lucy did so well being mum and looking after us all.
Oh, thank you.
Nom Nom Necron says, sadly I had to work, had a lot of models to work on with you if I hadn't. I've still got a lot to work on, so I will be going through them, and of course check out the Facebook and Instagram page because you can see them there. But the totals, okay, so just donated on the Just Giving page alone, okay, was £661.40. That is outstanding. We had lots of people donate. I couldn't mention them all, but SN Battle Reports donated 30, Rick Lewis donated 30, Des and Mark Patreons also donated quite generous amounts. $100 from Patrick, 50 from Will, Craig from Bitsbox donated £30 as well.
Pretty much everyone in the
everyone who's here now, Vandis of course donated, Stephen has, everybody has donated, and it's absolutely fantastic. A lot of people who I work with donated, so which was fantastic. Out of that £661.40, we then got an additional £78.50 gift aid. All that means is basically if you pay UK tax, it means the charity can claim the tax back on that. So whilst we didn't directly give them that money, they will claim that back. So that was an additional £78.50 even. And then of course Nom Nom Necron and Ian Minto donated by other means, which was an additional £25, which was fantastic, giving us a total of £764.90 in total.
It's unbelievable.
When I decided to do this, I thought, you know, if we make £100, £150, it would be fantastic.
I thought I would be pushing to make 300.
But to make 5 times the amount that we expected is absolutely phenomenal, guys. So, round of applause to you guys.
Yeah.
Des, wow.
It is.
Absolutely stunning, Des. Like I said, it's the gift aid, the donations, and of course PayPal, and a few donations made by YouTube, Super Chat and stuff as well. Stu says, Lucy was a great host, enjoyed our vape discussions.
Yes. Please don't keep going with that one you're using.
For 24 hours work, I'd say that's pretty freaking awesome, says Necron.
Yeah.
So, what I have done is I've put together a list of everybody that has donated. What I've done though is I have removed a few people. So I've removed, of course, me, Lucy, my mum, my nana, and people that I work with, because they're not bothered about Warhammer. They respected what I was doing. So we've got a list here of everybody that has donated. Of course, like I said, I couldn't possibly have mentioned everyone, but we're going to go to random.org and pick a number between 1 and 40 to see who the winner is. And this is for a box.
Can they see this?
They can see this.
Just so you don't.
This is for a box of Mark IV Space Marines from Roger. So Roger is going to send these straight out. Roger wasn't able to donate via PayPal or anything, unfortunately, because of a couple of problems he's got, but he is going to get a box of Mark IV Marines posted out.
Yep.
So the winner is number 38, Ryan Kemp of Greetings of... Is it? Matt Dean. I can't count. I'm sorry, Ryan. Yeah, Matt Dean. So I'll contact Matt. I've got Matt on Facebook, so I'll actually get in touch with Matt and then advise him that he has, of course, won, which of course I'll get Roger to get them sent out. Nick Page has joined us as well, who made a donation, so thank you very much. That is it though. We're going to go and have another early night because I'm back to work tomorrow, but as Rick says, I think think possibly we might have to make this a yearly thing.
Definitely. Next August.
I think stream games all day is probably going to more be the plan, rather than me necessarily painting.
Yes.
Because I think a few people did enjoy the games.
They did, but I think you kind of picked the slack up for me because I was meant to sit and take your place while you did do it with the thing with them painting, but I've been bad. I've had bad night's sleep.
You tried to mother too much.
And I was tired.
And then she did the maths. So, £764.90. Wow.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody is amazing. And on that note, guys, we're going to say goodnight because I still need to catch up on a little bit of sleep and back to work tomorrow. No West for the wicked, though, because I'm going to continue painting. Yes, I am not sick yet. So, once again, guys, thank you very much. God bless you all, and good night.
Night.